All right. I'm early for work, and I don't know. This one's not fighting, so we'll see how this one works out. But I like words. Like I used to mess with rap, and then I just like saying stuff that's different. I like hearing different ideas, and I don't know. I'm going through some stuff in life. I'm at that age of midlife crisis or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, why am I alive? What am I doing? What's the point? What should I be doing, etc., etc. And a couple years ago, I think it was during COVID, I got real big into the artist blackbear. His music on the radio and stuff, he's got a wide variety of sound, and I really like that. But he had some amazing lyrics, and he was sort of a rapper in some of his songs, and a lot of them he sings to. I don't know what he refers to himself as, but he had a ton of lyrics on these songs that never made it to the radio or whatever. I just got obsessed. I mean, like, I could just put him on and listen for like 3 hours. I don't remember what song it is, so if you do know the song, I'd love for you to put it in the comments so I could listen to it again, because I probably have it saved somewhere. I just don't know what the title is. But he says this line where I forget how it exactly goes, but the rhyme is foreign and florid, and it's like driving in a foreign. He's talking to a girl, I believe, and it's like depression. He does a lot of things that flirt with like depression and suicide, but he's like something riding in a foreign, want to find a cliff and floor it. And that concept has stuck with me ever since I heard it. Like, I was just obsessed. And he's got several concepts that I just really, really like. And as I've been thinking about life lately, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm just going to try to articulate this story or idea I thought of last night, and I don't know if it makes any sense. Probably going to sound crazy. But in life, we work towards material possessions every day. It's like all we're doing it. Okay, so like the expression of paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people live like that. And even when you don't live like that, you're still living towards material possessions or material items a lot. And sometimes it's not the acquirance of such, it is the maintaining of such. So, for example, if you live paycheck to paycheck, it's like you're working this week, you're pretty much looking forward to each paycheck so you can make sure you can pay your car, you can pay your house, you can pay your electric, you can put food on the table for yourself or your family. And it's just a cycle. But that cycle is something to do. And we would all think we want to be rich. You know what I mean? Like, that seems very simple. And I've had a couple friends that over the years have won the lottery. And I can't speak for all of them, because some of them I don't ask what they do with their money, and some of them they'll openly tell it. But it seems like anytime I come across the average person who has come across a lump sum of money, within a year, they don't have the lump sum of money. It's like, as soon as I knew this guy that he was older and he was retired and he won, we didn't always have the lottery in Arkansas. We get the lottery. This is in like 2000, it would have been around 2010, 11, when they legalized the lottery in Arkansas. So now you can buy scratch-offs. And this elderly man, he wins, and I know him, he wins like $25,000. And then he turned around and won like the next week he won like 10,000. It was crazy. But you know, he wins that. I feel like the first one was more than 25. It might have been 50. But I was friends with the guy, and he's retired. I knew him, so I was in a position where I could comfortably be like, well, you know, what are you planning on doing, or do you have a plan? And by the time I ran into him, I had already heard he won it. He worked with us, so the word had gotten around. And I run into him a couple weeks later, and I was like, so, you know, what are you going to do? He had already spent all of it. He bought his granddaughter a car and there was something else, but there were two big expenses. He had spent all of it. And I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's like we can knock out something we think we want to achieve really quick with money. Well, then say you come across enough money to buy what you want. You can obviously find more things to buy. But as I'm going on in this story, so step one, we're alive and just functioning around material possessions. I'm not trying to completely ignore love and friendship and stuff, but just bear with me. We're chasing these constant material possessions. That is a big quantity of our life. Then say we get to a point where we no longer need to chase those possessions. Like you get a lump sum of money and you can just pay for everything, and there's nothing else to want material possession. In my head, that is what I am calling the foreign. Like in the Black Bear lyric, it's like foreign is like a term for a really expensive car. So something nice. That's that material possession we are working towards to achieve. We get the foreign. Now it's like, what do we do? You start looking at where you're at is what I feel like happens. You start, well, I've got everything I need, but I don't like these people around me, or I don't like this weather here, or I don't like the way this community has political views. Something about where I'm at isn't satisfying because I can achieve more or find more. I've already knocked out the material possession. What else am I gonna? I'm gonna knock out the freaking like environment. So just follow me. Say you start in some small town, you get all your material possessions, and you think you want to go to Hollywood. So you move into Hollywood or LA, get established there, and you start looking around. You're like, man, I don't want all these people around me. I want some privacy. I want to relax. I've already achieved everything I want to achieve. So you get you some property up above the city where you're looking down. You have a beautiful scenic view. That would be the cliff. All right. So we've achieved our material possessions. We've changed our environment to a beautiful environment where people aren't bothering us, but we're still within a quick reach of being able to go anywhere we want. Like we can go anywhere right in that city. We're looking at it and we can buy whatever we want. But we're up here on this cliff and we're looking over it all, and people can't bug us with their nonsense. All right. And then step 3, we no longer have experiences, so we want more experiences. That's the foreign. We chase the material possessions and get the foreign. Then we want to change and alter our environment to be better for us, or how we perceive it better. So we end up on the cliff overlooking the city. Then we're fucking bored. So we fucking floor it off the cliff just to see what would happen. Just to experience something. Just to still feel like there's something to do. That may be dark. That may be really dark. I'm not suicidal. I don't want y'all thinking that right now. Like, don't come thinking I need help. But it may be fucking genius. I haven't decided yet. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments.